Do you know how to pick the right quality shoes? Well, today I'm going to show you how. Let's get at it. Welcome, gentlemen. I'm Robert Johnson. Thank you for stopping by the Legacy Gentleman channel. I want to start by saying this is not a sponsored video. So, picking the proper men's dress shoes at any price comes down to three things: material, construction, and regular shoe maintenance. Douglas Adams writes about the shoe event horizon in my favorite book series, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Look, if you like to laugh and have never read these books, I recommend checking them out. But anyway, to sum up the shoe event horizon, it is an economic theory that draws a correlation between the level of economic and emotional depression of a society and the quality of shoes available. See, shoes are so crappy that the economy sinks into depression and eventually society ceases to function, the economy collapses, and then the world is sent into ruins just because shoes are so bad. People eventually forsake shoes and evolve into birds. I will not let that happen here. Not on my planet. So look guys, I'm a big fan of shoes. So I'm going to talk to you about shoes for a little bit. And I'm going to start with the material. Look, all leathers are not created equal. And yes, men's dress shoes should be made of leather. There are several different types of leather, but the most common fall into one of two categories. Full grain leather. This is when the surface is minimally treated. You know, the grain is pretty much the same as it was when it was on the cow. Full grain leathers age well with proper care and develop a natural patina. The best shoes are full grain leather and they come at a premium price. The other type is corrected leather. This kind of leather is sanded down to remove imperfections and an artificial grain is added and usually wrapped up with a sealant. At first these shoes, they look nice, but feel a little plasticky and quickly discolor, and you might even find that they start to peel after a little bit. It's really not that hard to tell the difference between these two leathers. Corrected leather looks monochromatic, overly shiny, and feels very smooth and like plastic. On the other hand, full grain leather has a deep color. You can find some of the texture and it feels leathery. Go figure, huh? However, the easy way to tell is by reading the shoe. High-end manufacturers won't hesitate to tell you that they're using full grain leather. Shoes using corrected leather says stuff like leather, or it might even say have catchwords like genuine leather or top grain leather. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is shoe construction. Shoe construction is really referring to how you attach really the sole to the rest of the shoe. First type is called Goodyear welting. This form of construction is really the gold standard. It is a particular way of stitching the sole to the upper. It's durable, breathable, and easily resoled. And I also hear that they are waterproof, but I tend not to walk in water in my leather shoes. Anyway, the labor-intensive demands of a Goodyear construction means that these shoes are more expensive. The cheap alternative is a cemented shoe, which is basically your shoe is held together by glue. The vast majority of shoes are cemented. They cannot be resold, and they'll probably last you a few months or a year or two, depending on your regular use and how much or little you paid for those shoes. Brings us to shoe maintenance. It is critical. Clean your shoes and shine them regularly. This will keep your shoe leather supple, free from cracks, and also use shoe trees. That'll catch the moisture, i.e. your sweaty feet, and keep your shoes shape. And also, if you get up to it, you really want to have more than one pair so you can alternate wearing shoes one day and the next day and not really wear your day really more than two in a row. Now, let's do a quick test. So which one of these shoes do you think are the high quality? Which one's the low quality? Take a look at them. What do you think? If there was a choice between which one high quality, which one was low quality? Obviously, this is the high quality shoe. And this is one of my favorite shoes. This is a Beckett Seminon Joker boot. Now, as I mentioned before, this is not a sponsored video. I just want to point out to you one of my favorite boots that I have in my collection. This boot here, you know, it is very striking. It looks good in a bunch of different angles. And then when people see it, you know, they can't even always tell it's a boot when I'm wearing it with a suit. It is all day comfortable. And honestly, I usually pick this boot over boots that I've paid twice as much for. So, like I said, this is not a paid sponsor. This is just one of my favorite boots. So if you're in the market, maybe check out Beckett Seminon. Anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.